So far in my travels, I have encountered a goose. One of the ugliest creatures I have ever encountered in my life. I've always hated them because they attacked me when I was little. What kind of noise is that anyways? Look, he can't even fly, he can't even fly. Sounds like a coward as he runs away. And it's just absolutely beautiful. Bunch of cows, as you can tell. And I just find it very strange and very ironic that, like, of course it's normal we eat cows, but the fact that we would drive by them every day, and I've never connected the thought that it might be on my plate tonight. Like, it's such an ugly animal, but it's also a very important animal. That's where we get most of our protein from. And they just live such a boring lifestyle. I mean, like, I would hate to grow up thinking I'm going to be eaten by humans, and I might end up on my farmer's plate or a guy's plate out in Texas. And it's just would suck to eat grass all day long, knowing that your only purpose in life is to feed people that will kill you. Just very, very strange. I feel like if I was a cow, I would run away. Just run away. They have all of that bare just meat on them. They can just barricade through anything. I just don't understand what cows are doing with their lives here. Wasting time, wasting time. Okay, here is an example of a truly shitty home. I have no idea who ever came up with the idea of a camper or a mobile home. I just don't, it sounds so stupid, like a home on wheels. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever happened to good old tents? Why do we need all this fancy stuff to say that we, are better than someone else? Like, what is it for? But this camper, oh look, well, its name is Scamper, which rhymes with camper. That is literally the worst name I have ever seen for a camper. The windows are broken. It's probably some kind of animals or something inside of it. I'm not really sure exactly what lives inside of it, but like, it's been a while since anyone has been inside. If the roof starts leaking, what if it caves in? And being right here next to the river, this is not such a great idea. You could roll away into the river, or you get swept away by a flood from the river. It's just not a very smart idea if you ask me. Campers are a no-go. What gas prices are right now, who wants to tow a camper behind their truck? Now folks, I have found in life even more pointless in living than a cow. A moth. What does a moth do? Well, it flies around, gets in your way, and it flies towards light. I cannot think of any more pointless way to live life than to fly towards light. Oh, it's dark outside. Let's fly towards the light. And let's bump into the light bulb until we burn ourselves, kill ourselves, and then we get trapped in a windowsill somewhere and suffocate and die, and then the others have to pick us up and throw us outside. I just don't understand flying towards light, what that really does for an insect. Alright, well, here is another weird creature. Virginia is just full of them. It is called a feline. First of all, the name feline is just really bedazzling, because just feline, I just don't understand what, it's just really weird sounding. And how, I've never seen a happier animal. I mean, how can this animal be so happy about the way gas prices are right now, bills, taxes, the education system is absolutely horrible, but this cat is like the happiest thing in the world. And it just loves attention, and it purrs, and just all these weird things, and they can bend in different ways, and they're really fast, and they can jump really high, and they do weird movements, and they have whiskers. Although I do have to admit that they are somewhat cool. Look at those whiskers. Those are some pretty badass whiskers. They can hear very well. Playful, but they can also be very mean. Because... very mean, see. You tell, but they love attention. And she is the color of concrete and sand combined together. Very interesting creature. These strawberries are extremely sweet. They are awesome. Harris Teeter is on top of the game. It's one of the best grocery stores I've ever been to. This place is amazing, and they have really good deals too. We'll show you some of those later. So I'm at Los Potrillos. I got the fajita burrito, and it is amazing. Got these luscious red tomatoes on top of it. So good, and it's stuffed with rice and beans and chicken and more cheese and tomatoes and peppers and onions. It's amazing. It was so good. Yum, yum. Painting on the side of it, but the front of it is Don Jose Tienda Mexicana. It's a Mexican store with a Greek painting on the side of it. It's very strange. Then you have car burritos that we just passed. And I don't know, that just makes me think of a car inside of a burrito. That's just not very appetizing. You can laugh, it's okay. You can laugh. It's fine. I know I'm funny. It's very ironic that the street we're about to turn on is called Church Street, when this is like the street of like a lot of the big party houses that are people that are completely not religious at all. For the most part, they act the most non-religious, and it's just very strange. All these houses are very messy, and you can tell it's parties all the time. And they don't ever cut the grass here, if you notice. It never gets cut. Alright, here is an example of this car right here, a Ford Expedition. This is a car that should cease to exist. This is where all of our gas is going in the US right now. These big ass cars like this that people just absolutely have to have for a status statement. There's no point in having one unless you have a big family that actually uses it and tows things. Other than that, that's the most pointless thing in the world. It probably gets less than 20 miles per gallon on the highway and in the city. Actually, the dumbest thing in the world. You're supposed to be filming. You're a horrible videographer. What a shitty assistant. Come on now, Kim. Maybe next time I'll hire Amy or Caitlin instead. I've heard they're pretty good with the camera. Oh. That house right there is extremely shitty. It is. Turn it back on. It is, you see guys how messy that was? There's beer cans everywhere, there's clothes in the yard, and a cardboard woman taped into the window. It's actually not a bad idea, because it looks like there's someone there, and she was kind of hot. But the fact that there's trash everywhere, their cable cord was running across their porch and into the window. I did delivery there earlier, and that place is absolutely horrible, and it looks the same inside. It smells